it's Mrs. Hippis here today, and I have some special guests that are going to introduce themselves and then tell you a little bit about what they do here.
Hey everyone, this is Mrs. Cole. I'm the principal here at West. I've been here this is my 8th year at Oshkosh West High School, and I'm going to be cooking with you today, and I just want you to know that I don't cook, so this will be a great experience for me too.
And I'm Mr. Herm. I am one of the assistant principals here at West. This is my 3rd year as an assistant principal, and before that, I taught for 10 years, and one of them was here at West. I also do not regularly cook. When I do, I'm a big proponent of, what is it called? HelloFresh, where they send you like everything you need in a big box, and they make it really easy. So I can do that. So we'll see what happens today.
All right, hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Renard and I'm the Dean of Students here, and this is my 1st year here, so my 2nd month here at Oshkosh West. Prior to that, I taught middle school in Fond du Lac, and I do like to cook. I enjoy cooking. At the end of the day, it's kind of my way to just get in the zone and decompress, but usually I have my little cooking buddy, one of my dogs on the floor, who follows me around and cleans up my mess, so it looks like I'm a really clean cook, but really I'm not. So hopefully we don't make too much of a mess here today.
I'm your little buddy. That's
Okay.
Should we talk about what our kind of theme is for today? So we're thinking this is senior foods, right? And so you're getting to that part of your life where you're going to be graduating from high school. You're going to be out on your own a little bit. And one of the things that you may want to do is impress a significant other with a fancy meal. But you might not have the time or money or skills necessarily to do like a chef quality meal. So we're going to show you how to do that super easy and make it look like you worked a lot harder than you did. You spent a lot more money than you did too. Mrs. Hippis is dropping stuff.
So today we're going to cook spaghetti with meatballs and some French bread to go along with that. And then for dessert, we are going to make blueberry dump cake with ice cream. And I think so. It's kind of an Italian themed meal, although I don't think blueberry dump cake is Italian, but that's what I know how to make. And it requires 3 ingredients, which is my cup of tea.
I was gonna say, and then when we're done, when we serve it, we're gonna set it up all fancy, but we're gonna do it in an easy way so you can easily replicate it. And again, create that like really fancy meal and environment for your significant other.
Okay.
All right.
Water's boiling.
Water's boiling?
I don't know if you want to divide and conquer, maybe?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to start making the dump cake. So, because the dump cake takes 35 minutes to bake. It's really easy to put together, but it takes a while to bake. So if we time this right, the dump cake should get done right about at the same time, or right after dinner is done. So I need a can opener.
Oh, I can give you that.
Well, Mrs. Cole is looking for the can opener. We'll get started on the main course part of it. So we've got the box of spaghetti here. We've got boiling water. Voila.
Sweet. Maybe
I'm a breaker.
Yeah, me too.
Are we
Should have
gonna?
done that, huh?
So you can break the noodles before you put them in.
Then you have to do that, but it's date night, so maybe you want the, in between, the long ones.
Oh,
maybe
sure,
have
yeah.
Sure.
Lady
Do
in
you
the
have a
tramp.
rubber scraper?
Just gave you a glimpse of my skills there, right?
It's all a matter of taste. A lot of people like it big, but I just like to break it up.
So dump cake is super easy. You're going to take a can of pie filling. Blueberry is my favorite, but you can use any kind of pie filling on that. So I'm going to put that in the bottom of my dish. You want a casserole dish that can go in the oven that has a cover on it. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a half of a package of yellow cake mix on top. Just the loose powder will go right on top of the blueberries. So, do
I
that.
saw the torch you. So I brought her a serrated knife here. I just rolled off one serrated and I caught it just before it hit.
Yeah. I'm making a mess, Mrs. Hibbis.
Oh, that's okay. Messes can be cleaned. So with French bread, or any kind of bread, you want to use a serrated knife. So we'll see how you want to cut that. How do you usually do it?
I usually cut it like this.
Okay,
I
perfect.
don't know what the right way is. Even though I like to cook, I don't really necessarily cook the right way, I would say.
It's okay.
Kind of just do my own thing. So.
And if you want, Mr. Herm, you can go over and chop up that onion.
My best.
Okay, so I have the yellow cake mix, half a bag on top, and I'm just gonna kind of spread it out to even it out over the top. Okay, do we have butter, Mrs. Hibbis?
I have
melted
butter and margarine, whichever you prefer.
Okay, I need something to melt the butter in. So the next thing I'm gonna do is take about a fourth of a stick of butter, and I'm gonna melt it in the microwave and then pour it over the top.
At school, if you want to melt butter, put something in the microwave, use these glass liquid measuring cups. They work in the microwave, but make sure to cover them because I have several kids that had to clean butter out of the microwave. Butter knives are back here. I always lie. I don't know why. I think the first thing I must have over there. Do we need two of these maybe, or you can be able to fit them all?
We probably need another one, I think.
Okay.
We'll see.
Go into the microwave.
So one thing we were just talking about before we started is that I am not a great chopper, and I actually have an onion chopper at home where I just go ka-chunk and it chops the onion for you.
So we're taking you out of your comfort zone.
So we're taking me out of my comfort zone, and I don't know if you've been taught like a specific way to chop onions, but I don't think I'm going to replicate that today.
How do you usually make garlic bread?
Well, my mom used to just cut them almost all the way through and she'd leave it in a big bowl because we had five brothers and sisters. And then she'd take and wrap it in tin foil so they stay soft with a little butter and garlic.
Nice.
Garlic. I like garlic.
Yeah.
Unless you guys are worried about, you're gonna be far away, right?
Yeah, we have our masks on. I think that'll stop
Oh, that's a garlic.
yeah.
Anytime you cook
But you can do it
Italian,
this way also.
you can't use too much garlic.
That's right.
Usually when I make garlic
There's
bread,
garlic
I
right here.
put it on the broil and then I put on the butter after. But do you have a different recommendation?
You put the butter on after?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can certainly do that. Do it how you do it.
Okay.
I have margarine and butter, that's why. Do you need actual butter?
This is fine.
Okay,
I
that's
use
what I was
this.
trying to say. That's margarine, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know what you
Actual
prefer.
butter probably tastes better, but
You can use regular. if you
I
want.
already
Okay.
melted it.
Okay,
So,
sounds good.
okay, so now I'm gonna take the melted butter and I'm just going to drizzle it over the top and try to kind of spread it about a little bit evenly over the top. The cake mix.
Okay, so seniors, this is the recipe Mr. Herm, what's your last name?
Renard. That's okay.
And Miss Renard, Mrs. Renard, Mrs. Renard are making is a recipe that you will have to make if we ever return to normal, which I'm hoping someday we may. It's a basic marinara sauce. It calls for a 16-ounce tomato sauce, a fourth a teaspoon oregano, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, beef bouillon, basil, garlic, and diced onion. So does that look like about half a cup there, Mr. Herm?
I think it looks like maybe even a little more, right?
It might be, but we might just
It's
throw in a
close
little
enough, huh?
extra so that we have enough to feed whoever needs to get fed.
Looks good to me.
How long does that
Chopping onions?
pasta have to be on?
I got a timer set. It was 9 minutes, so we've got
Perfect.
3:34 to go. One nice thing about chopping onions with a mask on, you don't cry.
True. Okay, the dump cake's all ready to go in the oven. You do want to cover it and you bake it at 350 for 35 minutes. So I'm just gonna I just turned the oven on, so I have to let it preheat a little bit here, and then we'll put this in. I'm a messy person. Okay, When are we starting the sauce?
I think we should probably be doing that right now. So Mr. Herm got the onions all chopped up. So
Okay.
now we need our can of tomato sauce.
Okay. I'm putting it in this pan right here.
Yeah, we must be. But first we're gonna saute the onions and the garlic before we add
Okay.
the tomato sauce.
Okay, and normally we would cut our own garlic and then we mince it, but we have some minced garlic there because we haven't been open for business lately. So we just have to
one
shove.
teaspoon of this, and then we'll saute that.
Do we need
So,
like olive oil or
Olive
anything?
oil, yeah.
Some oil.
There's some
So just
measuring
take a
spoons
little
for you.
olive oil.
Yeah.
What do we need? Oh, I'm gonna cut in front of the camera. What do we need here?
She's
Yeah.
getting that going. So
Olive
you
oil.
usually bake this first, you said?
So usually, yeah, I'll put it on broil for like
Oh,
3
broil,
minutes,
okay.
just so it crispy.
Oh, then we can do that right at the
and
end.
then and then I
Okay.
pour the melted butter over top.
Okay, sounds good. We'll do it your way, something new. I like to learn something new always.
I don't know
Okay.
if I like it crispy, so I don't know.
So we need to saute the onion and garlic.
Yep. So a teaspoon of garlic, I think it said, right?
Now I got to go to your middle spot.
Put the onions in the pan,
Social
the
distance.
olive oil.
Well, that's why, and it's like, I'm gonna run water. Now, remember, if there's 4 of you here, someone runs water, gets it ready, so you can take things and wash them as you go, so you can get out of here in time.
Okay. What do we do?
And then I don't know what this. You want to do this?
I'll walk them over here, so.
We're doing a time for the noodles.
Less than a minute, the noodles will be done. Mrs. Renard is sauteing the garlic and onions. Be on medium heat. So she's doing this over medium heat.
Oh, we might wanna warm up our, meatballs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
When we get to that point, you want one of those glass containers? Is that gonna be the best way? Or
Are you are we doing that in the microwave?
We can do it in the microwave. What does this just suggest?
Well, you can do oven for 15 to 20 minutes. The oven will already be on. Otherwise, microwave, you just microwave them on a plate, microwave plate or dish.
I just need a little bowl in the microwave.
Okay.
I think that'll be the easiest.
We're gonna
Make life as
microwave
easy as possible.
meatballs.
Really? All right, timer just went off for the noodles.
I'm gonna get this in the oven.
So I'm gonna get out of your way. We'll drain the noodles using the colander.
Yeah.
And it was 9 minutes for al dente. You can go a little bit longer if you want them a little softer, so it's okay that we're waiting a little bit here.
Ten minutes.
Beautiful.
Set
Is it on?
Set time.
Oh.
I don't know what,
No,
I'm gonna grab these
that's
noodles though.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's the timer is
The timer's
going.
going or not.
35, we'll give it still 5 after. Just as a backup.
I just don't know how to run the oven.
No, I know sometimes people put cold water on the noodles. Do you do that? like-
So
Cool them off and,
you don't want to put cold water on pasta unless you are using it for a cold salad.
oh,
Because if you don't run cold
Sorry.
water on, the sauce will stick to it. So you don't want the cold water in this case.
Okay. Here goes. Scissors to put this
So the
in.
garlic and the
Yeah.
onions look good, so I'm gonna add the tomato sauce in there.
Oh, it smells very good here. We're gonna have teachers stopping
I'm
by in
Yeah, I
minutes.
know.
How many meatballs do you think I should make? Do you want me to make the whole bag?
You can make the whole thing,
Really?
because guess what? We'll just set it, we'll try to give it, people always kind of come and eat. I usually have to get rid of it.
Well, it's gonna take a while in the microwave for these.
Or you can do half and then I'll do half afterwards, if you think it'll be quicker.
Yeah, probably will be, but we'll try. We'll give her a shot. When I cook, I like to kind of clean up while I have a little bit of a break.
It just makes it so much easier.
Yes. You're still gonna need this, right? Yeah. Butter. Yep. We might want to use real butter. I don't know.
What do you think when you're set, if you want?
Do you
what kind of
recycle the
dish would you like? Are you finished with all that?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Do we have sugar?
I do have sugar. I don't know if it's okay. I think this is a 4.
A 4th teaspoon of oregano. So now we have the sauce in, or the tomato sauce in with the onions and the garlic. So we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients for the sauce. So a 4th teaspoon of oregano.
Let's show this.
Yeah,
Oh,
good,
okay,
thank you.
here we go.
I was gonna do that a couple minutes ago. You can
Got
start right
our
here if you want.
Oregano.
Oh, I got the good
Look at
overhead
that.
shot here.
Oh,
This is just like a real cooking show.
Okay.
It's like you're watching Food Network
That's
right now,
right.
isn't it?
A teaspoon of basil. My teaspoon. My 1 teaspoon is dirty, so I'm just gonna use half teaspoon and do 2 of those. Do a little math here.
Uh-oh.
All right. We need a half teaspoon of beef broth. My sauce is getting all hot here. Woo!
Ooh, look at it bubble.
This is gonna be great. I can see it already.
Oh yeah, I can smell it. Stir that in, and then we just need, I think, the sugar. And our
And
sauce should be
sugar's right
done.
here.
Perfect.
Not having, used to having live moving cameras on set.
Yeah, I know.
We're gonna do this professionally.
1 teaspoon.
We'll set up a channel.
Yep.
West Cooking Show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, we could at least have a YouTube channel.
You should actually show me how, because I have so
Sure.
many videos right now. And I don't know how long they'll save, if they'll save forever.
You want to put them on YouTube?
I would
I'll-
love to. And then
show you
all
how to
the
do it.
children, I have a bunch of children ones that I can't. And they said, talk to Mr. Herm. He knows how to do it.
I can
There you
I can
go.
show you.
I know how to use Canvas and the Drive, but YouTube, I don't know how to make my own videos.
There we go. Okay, I got 1 teaspoon of sugar. And there we go.
Sugar. That is not something you would expect in spaghetti sauce.
Just to offset maybe all the,
Acid a little bit.
that's like in Mexico, they use chocolate in recipes, which always strikes me as cocoa in recipes,
Yeah.
I should say. It always strikes me as strange.
My dad
Correct.
used to make chili and he would put a little bit of cocoa powder in it, which I never understood that. Hi, everybody.
A lot of chili
Put us back here.
recipes will have like brown sugar or something like that.
They migrate.
Okay, so now let's get the butter ready for our bread.
Oh, you got butter over there too.
Yeah. Here's the okay. So I usually melt butter and garlic in the microwave, and then once the garlic bread has gone in the oven, then I kind of just pour it over the top because it's a really fast way to make garlic bread.
I probably
It smells really good in here. I know you can't smell it from afar, but it does smell really good in here.
Wouldn't that be awesome if we could send them the
Yes.
smell through
Smell
the
around.
computer?
Okay, I'm gonna go check the meatballs. What do you think, Vivian?
So I have this oven on broil. Do you want me to go ahead and put your bread in? It seems as if you're getting close.
Sure. Okay. Did you turn one over there on?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I can bring it for you.
I think the one will move it.
Well, that's what the one.
You like a lot of garlic?
Okay, so
I
calls
love
for
garlic,
broil,
yes.
which means top shelf, and you leave your door cracked a little. I just wanted to let you know.
Okay.
And you gotta keep an eye on that garlic bread. I've burned my fair share of garlic bread.
Yes.
And it's only
That's
$1,
very
but, you don't have more. Mr. Herm, you wanna watch it?
Yeah, I can watch
Do
it.
you want this or do you
Yeah.
want me to grab one out of there if you need to? And I'm gonna keep cleaning, so we're ready to roll at the end. I only say it like 100 times every day, but that's the biggest problem we always have is that last minute cleanup if we don't do it as we go.
So the dump cake still has 27 minutes to cook, which should be perfect because the spaghetti is almost done. And we'll be able to sit down and eat, and then the dump cake should be ready when we're ready for dessert.
So at this phase in the process where the meal's finishing up and you're almost getting ready to eat, you want to start setting the atmosphere, right? So one thing you definitely want to do is go on YouTube and search for Italian restaurant music.
Perfect.
And I see Mrs. Cole set the table over there. We'll have to show that in a minute. Oh, that might be a little loud sitting right next to that.
Oh, I think it's perfect because you're just looking.
I don't know where the microphone is. That might be really loud.
Wake everybody up.
This is usually my part of the cooking.
I totally have this. Don't worry about this. I usually do it afterwards. While we have meatballs. Okay.
I'm just waiting.
This would be where there'd be like a commercial on something that way.
Yeah. Some good ambiance there with that Italian music.
Yep, and that's totally free. Can you imagine if you would have to pay musicians to come and play at the table?
I would say, but there's no challenge there.
The garlic bread is starting to color.
All right.
You have to flip it and drink or- And you may not have to. I never knew it that way. So.
Do you flip the garlic bread?
I don't.
Okay.
Do
Then
you?
you won't flip it. I don't either.
That's crispy on the top and a little bit softer on the bottom. But how do you make it, Mr. Herm?
Just like you, except for I put the butter on first.
Oh,
It depends on how crunchy you want it, I guess.
yeah. Yeah, I guess if you put the butter on first, then it's softer, right? It would be softer.
And like I said, we wrap it in tin foil and then have a big roll. My mom would take the big roll and put it on the table. Our three brothers, and it would go like crazy.
Okay. Do we want to light the candle on the table?
Ooh, yeah. Here.
This is only with permission from my boss.
Lighting candle and slow.
Okay, so we have a table set here. Have a dinner plate, bread plate, and then a bowl for the dump cake for dessert. We're gonna hopefully light a candle here. Don't do this in school. And if you do this at home, be very careful. Okay. So the table's all set and ready for your romantic dinner with your significant other.
Garlic bread's cooking kind of unevenly here, but you can see we've got quite a few
that looks
usable
good.
pieces, so that looks pretty good.
Looks good.
So,
great.
do we want to put this back and
Sure.
wrap it up here?
All right. And so what I kind of do when I make garlic bread is take the melted butter and just kind of like pour it over. And then later I can go back and kind of add more if I want. But I kind of eyeball how much butter I need. So sometimes I run out and I have to melt more, but it's all good. It's going to be a garlicky piece. Since for Mrs. Cole, it's a lot of garlic. No vampires in your office today.
No, none.
And it's all right if we have garlic breath because we're social distancing and
right.
wearing masks.
It'll keep
So,
everybody away.
yeah.
Boy, I have the drop seeds today.
If you get real fancy, you can get one of those brushes and brush it on, and then it's a little bit more even. But I'm not that fancy.
I do have one to
Oh,
clean it.
no, it's all good.
Nothing like pressure of a camera.
I know, I'm like, oh gosh. This is a lot different than doing it at my
I
house.
think the meatballs might be done.
I was gonna bring in some fancy wine glasses and fill them with water to put on your table.
Yes,
Oh, there we go.
You can have that one for now. You need two?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay. Okay, do we want to put some of these right in the sauce?
I would. That's how I would do it. Unless you want to plate up and put them on top. Either way.
I would do it.
I think let's put them in the sauce. That
I'm not
would
gonna
be
put
good.
them all
Mhm.
just 'cause there's
It can get
a lot
covered
of
in tomato then.
I'm gonna put some meatballs in the sauce now. Meatballs are all cooked. Okay, enough?
I think we're
One
good.
more.
Never
Not
had so much help.
There we go.
Not
I
a,
need like a nice basket to put them in.
Oh, we do.
there were a few that didn't quite make the cut for the butter.
How about this?
Yeah,
I didn't melt enough butter, so
Oh, and some of them needed a little bit more time, I think, in the broiler too,
That's
because
okay.
they were a little light colored.
Okay.
All right, so we've got sauce, we've got meatballs in the sauce, we've got noodles, we've got garlic bread. We're ready for dinner, right?
Dinner is ready.
If you like to
Cake
put
still
some
has
in
20
and then
oh
you can put it on your
sure.
plate on your
Oh,
area.
yeah.
It'll be so fancy and set up. You look-
Fancy silver bowl.
It's the best I could do.
It's okay.
Plate one of these.
There we go.
Now, if we had a fancy napkin, if I would have thought ahead, we could have had that.
That's all right.
Do we have a spaghetti spoon?
You want a tongs?
Yeah.
Tongs would be fine.
Or
Okay, Mr. Herm is going to be serving up the spaghetti here. Let's see if we can turn this.
No, let's just get me some tongs right now.
it's your choice.
Wow.
That's my tool of
Yeah,
choice at
there you
home.
go.
Mine too. Oh, look at that yummy spaghetti.
A little bit more.
Load up that plate with some carbs.
Yep.
The great thing about this is if you have somebody that doesn't eat meat or doesn't like meatballs, very easy to scoop up a vegetarian option. Is that good?
And you got an offset.
I can
have a little-
Yep.
If you want to
Okay.
All right. Bring it over.
Great.
Nicole, are you gonna take a big plate also?
We're bringing it over to the table. Let's see. There we go. There's our fancy dinner table.
You know, we set this up. I wonder if like Mr. and Mrs. Stelfood are both here. We could invite them on.
we should.
Romantic dinner.
I'm on a date. They could have class at 9.
Oh, that's
Mrs. Cole, the three of you should sit at the table all decorated, and then you should give me your phone, I'll take a picture.
Yeah.
for you.
That would be great.
Oh, it won't have your cake on yet, but that's okay.
That's okay. You might have to have Mrs. Renard finish the cake part of it.
Yeah, I can do that.
I can't eat blueberries up cake and ice cream at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So I can put it on a dish for at 11.
I
Yeah.
can be the third wheel at the table. Here, we'll just slide these over. It's all good.
Sometimes you have that friend, right? Who joins and doesn't get the hint that it's a romantic dinner.
Who says, what are we having tonight?
Third wheel?
Okay.
Okay, once you're all
You wanna-
seated.
Oh, that's good. Oh, I can tell you the neighbor now I'm done cooking. I didn't even get it too super messy. Can you see our smiles?
I know.
We're smiling with our eyes.
We all wear our skip masks.
Oh, yeah.
You can double check before you shut it down. Just double
What's
check,
that?
make sure it took.
Oh, I'm sure it did.
All right.
Isn't it annoying how when your phone has Face ID, it doesn't work when you have a mask on?
I know. I was
Yes,
hoping the
the
new
pictures
iPhones would
turned out
have
fine.
would bring back the fingerprint reader,
Right?
but hopefully this is so temporary that we don't need it, right?
Okay, seniors, now you know how to plan a romantic dinner. And I bought a jar of ragu along in case they messed up, but it looks great. Hope you have a good day. Make sure you fill out your questions.
And don't forget about the dump cake that's still in the oven.
I will take a picture and include it at the end of the video. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
That was so awesome.
That was fun.
Yeah, that's really fun.
That was super fun.
It's a great way to start the day.